Okay, so this may not be what I think it is because I have several Amazon packages, but what's going on, guys? Welcome to another autism review, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Apple Pen. Note I said Apple Pen, not Apple Pen Pro. After many years of waiting, I finally decided to purchase one. For those of you guys who probably already know, give me a second. I actually have wanted the Apple Pen for quite some time, and for a while I used to use this because at the time I just wanted something that I could use to write on my iPad whenever write down the big notes at church, and then also write down, use it as a shopping list until I started to use my Kindle for that. But I still would use it to edit videos when I couldn't use my keyboard and my mouse that I got for my iPad. But so anyway, after many years, I finally decided to purchase one since I happened to have enough money and I didn't need it for anything else. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it. Just give me a minute to get something to unbox it real quick. All right, so this is it right here. Use the scissors. Like I said, this might not be it, but we'll find out eventually. Oh good, this is the right box. So, and some of you are probably asking why I didn't get the Apple Pen Pro. And I did consider it for a time. That's another reason why I waited for so long. It was actually called the Apple Pencil. Sorry, my mistake. But the reason that I chose not to get the Apple Pencil Pro is because as I was looking at it on Amazon, I Googled what the difference was, and there's really not much of a difference. Just you can use Find My if you lose it or something like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anyone who purchased the Apple Pencil Pro is wrong or an idiot, but just for me, because this is based off of personal opinion, just for someone like me, when I'm gonna use it is just like edit like videos, just like move some clips around and stuff like that. It just wasn't for me, because whenever I'm not using it, it's gonna go in my little pencil jar, because whenever I let my brothers play on my iPad, I'm hoping to one day get them a tablet that they can keep here. Just gotta convince my parents. They would accidentally take the pen off, and so that way whenever I let them play on the iPad, I can put it in my little pen and pencil jar. So anyway, let's go ahead and unbox it, and then we'll go ahead and use it. Well, I'll use it. This is the box it comes in, pencil, and then go ahead and I think this is all that. It comes with all the directions. Not gonna worry about that. And so basically, and then here's the Apple Pencil itself, and then so go ahead and unwrap it. I try to keep my house clean because my brother's supposed to come and spend the night with me, but obviously it won't. Obviously, I'm sorry about that, but as you can see, this is where you plug up the charger. It doesn't look like it comes with a charger, probably as they expect you to use the USB-C. Wonder if it comes with any. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to make sure it comes with any things. I guess it doesn't, which means I'll have to get some more. I don't think there's any here neither. Nope. So basically, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and get on my iPad now and try to bear with me on this. I'm trying to use one clip, and I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm guessing you tap it to turn it on. Might need to look up some directions. Yeah, I need to. Let me look up some directions on how to use it. real quick. Just give me a second, and also excuse the red cut on my chins because I accidentally cut myself when I was shaving. Anyway, so sorry y'all, let's see. It doesn't say how to use Apple Pencil for environment. Don't you start. My cat's in there hollering again. She's been a hollering mess since this morning. I actually got mad at her because she ran over my foot. Good news is she didn't scratch it. So tap Bluetooth must be on to pair and use Apple Pencil. So let me go ahead and let me real quick, hopefully it doesn't pair to my Bluetooth. This is what I want to get. How do you turn this on? Oh, tell me I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'll just Google it. I got my iPad out. I'll be doing an update review on this too. iPad. How to turn on Apple Pen. What? I'm busy. I'll talk. Hang on. To turn on your Apple Pencil, usually just attach to the magnetic connector on your iPad or plug it into the iPad's port. Oh, that's on the first gen. Which automatically pairs and charges it. So this is the first gen Apple Pen. So please tell me this does work on the iPad Mini. Pencil on iPad Mini. You pair by attaching it or plugging it after ensuring Bluetooth is on. So hoping they don't confuse for the Apple Pen Pro. Hush. Alright, I'll pet you. If it doesn't do anything, I might have to charge it or just plug it up just for a few seconds. And if I do, I'll just talk to you guys for a minute. Yeah, I may have to, because it's not doing anything, so I may have to charge it. So let me get I'm gonna pick up my camera and real quick, let me put it right over here. Excuse the mess. Oh crap, where's my charger at? Oh, it's in my bag. Oh, here it is. Okay, so why is it? So hopefully this charge is a little messed up. I need to get a new one. Sorry, y'all. I'm hoping I can get it to work. I'm hoping I did not waste my money. Let me real quick stop recording and turn off my Bluetooth because yeah, it's not letting me. No, I don't want you to follow me. Sorry. This thing has a mind of its own. For some reason, it's not. I'm really hoping you should be able to use this. Let me look up a video real quick on how to do it. Turns out since it's USB-C, you have to take your USB-C charger, and when you take the USB-C charger, you plug it up to your iPad and then connect it like this. And so like you're about to charge the iPad, you plug into the iPad and you plug this, and then it should pop up Apple Pencil. Like I said, this is not the Pro version, so, or the second gen whatever, so be mindful of that, because like I said, it would have been nice if they had at least used all the Apple Pencils to connect the same, but it doesn't matter to me. But anyway, this is, as you can see, it's connected. As you can see, there it is. And then do the scribble function. Try with a few more words. So I'm kind of writing just to show you guys. Let me real quick turn the camera around, because you can't turn around with this gimbal. All right, so give it a test here. Hopefully it didn't just... Okay, good, it's still working. This is the app called Webtoons, by the way, that I've just gotten back to reading. I kind of went away from it a bit after this is cool. Oh, does this have the... This is the actual series? That's cool. It has the graphics too. I didn't know it had graphics. Anyway, I'm just demonstrating the Apple Pen for you, the Apple Pen pencil for you guys. And let's see. Oh, subscribe to this. Anyway, I'm just this is like I said, it's basically a comic app. I thought it was a manga app, but apparently there's other comic apps too. I mean comic apps. There's actually a few comics I've read in a fan-based manga. This is the comic I like to read that I gotta get back to. Oh crap, and I can't remember which one I was reading the last. Oh shoot, am I gonna have to go back again? Oh crap, who cares? If I have to, it is what it is. And then this is another one that I've been reading. I'm hopefully they haven't stopped making it. But this is basically only 3 episodes. I swear if they stopped making it, I'm gonna go crazy. But anyway, back to the show. This is actually a fan-based comic from Beastars, one of my favorite animes of all time. And basically it's based off of after the whole incident with Melon, who I wish was a good guy and a Beastar. I'm already gonna have to watch him be a bad guy when I get to season 3. There's other things I wish too, but obviously I don't have time to explain that all because we don't have much time in the video, because I'm kind of on the clock here. But anyway, as you can see right here, it's actually really I do kind of like this better than my previous pen, my cheap little pen that I got. That still works, I don't regret buying it, because like I said, it was at the time I just wanted to teach myself how to use a stylus. And also this is my public Facebook page, by the way, my public account, but just teach myself like how to use a stylus. Obviously now that I've got the hang of it and I have enough money, I was able to get an Apple Pencil. But as you can see, it actually works pretty good. Go on Canva here and act like I'm gonna write down something for one of my blogs, which I actually am, because I need to upload. I'm gonna start back my podcast soon too and work on a song. But anyway, here's the scribble. And I think that's cool. That's what my cheap pen used to do. As you can see, you write on it and that's how you erase it. And like I said, this is the regular Apple Pencil USB-C. That's why it's not showing that it's charging or showing the percentage of it. I don't think that works on the Apple Pencil USB-C, but I don't care. Like I said, yes, I could have bought the Apple Pencil Pro, but just after I looked at all the benefits, which really were just the fancy on letting you know when it's charging and using Find My, which obviously I didn't need either, I just felt like, that just wasn't for me. So in other words, this is all based off of personal opinion. Nobody's paying me to do it or sponsoring me, because, and like I said, I'm not saying anyone here is a fool for if they buy the Apple Pencil Pro, because, like, in other words, now, if you're like me, you want to buy something cheap first and then get the actual thing later, like I did with my little cheap little smart pen right here, smart pencil right here. Sorry, I keep calling it a pen for some reason. Or if you wanna, if you're debating on if you want this or if you want the fancier version, no matter what choice you make, that's on you. Like I said, it just, I made my choice. I decided the Apple Pencil Pro wasn't for me, and that was my decision. But anyway, this does show that you don't necessarily need all the fancy, same thing with my other smart pencil. It shows that you don't need like all the fancy stuff or whatever. But one thing I will say is it does, actually I could be wrong, but it does look like it clips on better than the regular Apple Pencil. Than my cheap smart pencil. But anyway, you guys, so as far as the final review goes, let me go ahead and take this off my iPad. But as far as the final review goes, I give this a 5 because, like I said, this actually shows you don't necessarily need all the fancy gadgets that the Pro comes with. But if you want to spend your, a little extra money and get the Apple Pencil Pro, then that's fine. But anyway, this is the Apple, like I said, this is the Apple Pencil USB-C. So if you want something, this is the cheaper model now, since they have the regular Apple Pencil 2nd generation. I don't know if there's much of a difference, but anyway, this is the cheapest model they have. So if you still want to get the latest thing but not the real expensive model, this is the one for you. I definitely do not regret purchasing this, and I just only had it for like a few minutes and I love it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.